after experiencing Supreme Master Television's landmark 5th anniversary celebration. I must say it was fantastic. I mean, did you enjoy it, Billy?
I sure did, Deborah. I had a great time with the musical performances, some of my favorite stars. What did you like most, Brandy?
Can I say everything? I loved everything about it, and befittingly, it was at the Pasadena Civic, one of the most respected performance halls in the U.S. that's hosted everything from Broadway musicals, People's Choice Awards, to the Emmy Awards. How about you, Rich?
Well, being a vegan, what I really enjoyed about this show were all the thoughtful discussions basically about love for one another, including the animals.
Yeah. You know, after watching the Real Love musical and hearing Supreme Master speak about the ideals of peace and love, I can see where the vision of Supreme Master Television came from, and it's obvious at this point.
That's true. And for me, the poems set to music were so beautiful. You can actually read them in this beautiful program booklet that I have here, and you can see that Supreme Master Ching Hai has written poetry throughout her youth, wherever she's been, from Olac, which is Vietnam, to Germany, to India.
Wow.
Really beautiful. The Real Love made me even more curious to know more about Supreme Master Ching Hai's life, because the musical was based on just that.
Well, they say that fact is more interesting than fiction. It's certainly the case with Supreme Master Ching Hai's amazing journey, as we're about to find out.
Yes, but first, we want to let you in on some other inside scoops of this spectacular event.
On its joyful anniversary, Supreme Master Television is honored with good wishes sent by dignitaries, celebrities, and friends from around the world.
Among them was a letter of commendation from the President of the United States, His Excellency Barack Obama.
Wow. In the weeks leading up to the highly anticipated anniversary event, as well as after the remarkable show, numerous announcements were made in print, radio, internet, and television media, along with movie theaters and mass outdoor media.
These included USA Today, the Los Angeles Times, ABC Channel 7, NBC Channel 4, Cable News Network or CNN, American Movie Classics or AMC, Turner Network Television or TNT, Hollywood Bowl Magazine, K-Earth 101.1 FM radio station, Laemmle Theaters, LA Weekly, The Washington Post, and many, many more.
Wow, that sounds like quite an impressive amount of publicity.
It absolutely does. Widespread media coverage have also included those by KCAL Channel 9 of Los Angeles, K-Mozart 1260 AM radio station, Pasadena Weekly, Pasadena Scene Magazine, theater media such as Broadway World, Playbill, and Theater Mania. Can you guys keep up?
Plus, the event was featured in international publications from the Philippines to Australia to Formosa or Taiwan.
Wow, global coverage.
You could say that again. With a thankful salute to these supportive media members, we present excerpts from some of the media coverage on Supreme Master Television's 5th anniversary celebration.
First, K-Mozart 1260 AM is Los Angeles' premier all-classical radio station, with 5-time Grammy-nominated composer and pianist David Benoit among its accomplished hosts. You know what? Let's listen to an excerpt of an interview aired on the station ahead of the show.
Hi there, it's PJ Oakland with the Arts Report. She still holds the record for being the youngest actress in history to win a Tony Award, and in the 20 years since, her career roller coaster keeps her coming back to the boards. Her latest stage production is the new musical The Real Love, which premieres as a special event on Saturday, August 27th at the Pasadena Civic. It's Daisy Egan, and I sat down with her in studio to talk about the all-star cast and creative company made up of numerous Tony, Oscar, and Emmy winners that's come together for this one-day engagement.
I believe only in love.
Daisy, the show is being billed as inspired by the poetry of Supreme Master Ching Hai. Now that you're involved in the production and seeing how it's all developing, what is The Real Love all about?
Well, it's a true story about the Supreme Master, and she was from Vietnam. She ended up in Germany in the Red Cross, and her mission, her heart was telling her always to help people. She was raised Buddhist and Christian. So she fell in love with a dashing German doctor, and then she went through this crisis of faith. And so, on the advice of her good friend, Greta, who I happen to play.
Okay, you are Greta.
She went to India to learn from the living masters, to gain enlightenment. And that's where the story ends, is her sort of getting to the Himalayas.
But suddenly, she looked down, someone speaks still, probably in darkness.
For they were searching for happiness without, just like her before, bearing over millions of ages, her tears were then rolling down.
But it's really a message about love and all kinds of love, and also just love for yourself and your own process, and remembering to listen to what your heart is telling you and heed it.
Well, it sounds like you can relate to that particular part of the message, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite fortuitous.
There you go. Well, we like messages about love. Love's a good message. Now, we should mention this has a 40-member cast, a 20-piece orchestra, along with Tony winner Daisy Egan. There's Tony winner Katie Huffman, Tony nominees Adam Pascal of Rent fame, and Robert Torti. Special guest stars feature Tony winner Betty Buckley, Oscar winner Shirley Jones. When you get to the composers, the brains behind the music in this case, original songs written by Oscar and Emmy winner Bill Conti, two-time Oscar winner Al Kasha. I mean, it's a phenomenal creative company put together. So this is a massive undertaking for one performance. Is this meant to be a one-off, or are there plans to maybe continue the show somehow?
As far as I know, it's a one-off. We are going to do it again the next day just to videotape it for posterity. I mean, I would hope. It's a lot of work, for one performance.
Yeah, it's remarkable.
And it's massive. When you're in the rehearsal room with the whole cast and crew, it reminds me of like when I was in Les Mis.
Right.
It's just massive. And I have to say, everybody has really thrown themselves into it 100%. And people just seem very gung-ho about it, so it's nice.
Are you enjoying the music?
I am. All the songs are poems by the Supreme Master Ching Hai, and the songs are beautiful.
You've got to breathe the air of heaven. You've got to go where the wind blows.
Yeah, excellent. Well, one of the other unusual aspects of the show is it's really a two-part event. The musical's being paired up with a concert featuring Don McLean of American Pie fame. So how does that work?
Yes, it's a full-length musical concert. And then there's, of course, a banquet afterward. It's going to be a whole day of music and fun.
Big extravaganza. All right. All the details are at thereallovemusic.com. That is the Arts Report. I'm PJ Oakland on K Mozart.
I believe only in love.
And now, the Pasadena Foothills magazine features organizations and individuals making a difference in the Pasadena region for a readership of 80,000. In an article for the magazine titled Supreme Master Television Celebrates 5-Year Anniversary, Justin Kibbe writes, the musical is inspired by a true story about a woman who is deeply in love with her equally tender husband, a doctor. But as their happy marriage blossoms, a calling propels her to make a heart-rending decision, remain with her beloved, or sacrifice everything in search of happiness for all humanity. In what seems a destined journey, she travels through India and the Himalayas, encountering adventure, danger, and surprises along the way.
Sounds really good. Mr. Kibbe continues. An art exhibition of the creative works of Supreme Master Ching Hai is open to event attendees free of charge before and after the show. As a painter, Supreme Master Ching Hai is full of exuberance for nature. As a poet and composer, her romantic heart invokes the deeply human. She is the author of 3 #1 best-selling books. Her fashion designs deftly weave elegance, comfort, and the flavors of diverse cultures. Her refreshing artistic style is famous for rekindling sparks of joy and tender love inside viewers' hearts.
Go Vegan Radio with Bob Linden is one of the world's first vegan radio programs and broadcasts in Los Angeles. Here's an excerpt of an interview with leading lady-turned-vegan Joanna Ample.
It was 5 years ago that marks the start of Supreme Master Television. which is a wonderful entity, voice of compassion and environmental sustainability and veganism. And so this weekend, we're celebrating the 5th anniversary of Supreme Master TV. And today we have the honor to speak to Joanna Ampil. She is an internationally renowned theater actress and singer, recognized, most notably for her work in the prestigious West End of London. She made her debut in a starring role at the age of 17 in Miss Saigon, and later Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber selected her to play Mary Magdalene in Jesus Christ Superstar, and she's performed for the royal family and heads of state. And now this amazing performance this weekend, Saturday, August 27th, at the Pasadena Civic Auditorium, The Real Love. See, it's Tony winners and Oscar winners everywhere.
I know, people I could only dream of working with. I am so blessed.
This is like a Broadway production or London West End production. So tell us about the role you play in the story.
Well, this role must be one of the best roles I've played.
That's saying a lot.
It is.
It is. I recognize all of these.
And I have played some amazing parts, and this would have to be at the top.
And sisters and brothers and the fragrant rice field and past adolescent love like a sad refrain.
It's a real story. I'm playing a real person here. And it's been such a wonderful journey for me because for this particular part, I've turned vegan. So that in itself is a gift. It's a love story. It's a story of Tan during her early years when she was still working at the Red Cross, when she was helping out the refugees from Vietnam. And the songs that I sing in the show are inspired by her poems. Actually, they are her poems.
The curtains are drawn. I know you are in the palace. Just can't open the door.
So yeah, it's basically her love story leading up to the time when she was seeking enlightenment. It's got a lot of colors. It's a beautiful part.
Right. So this is the poetry of Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Yes, it's her poetry.
It sounds like it would be a very beautiful show. I said, look at all the names here. I mean, Dick Van Patten and Shirley Jones.
I know.
Eddie Buckley, Grant Alexander,
Is
Ed
it
Begley.
amazing?
And there's also a Don McLean concert, Bye Bye Miss American, and a vegan feast.
Exactly. What more can you ask for?
So many good people around who are doing so much good in the world. I really so admired Supreme Master Ching Hai for all the great work, disaster relief, the loving hut change, and all so valuable and all seen on Supreme Master TV. You have to memorize a lot here.
We just went in there with an open heart and we absorbed everything that quickly because it is such a beautiful story and the songs are so easy to learn and it just grabs you. They're so catchy.
You make my life flowing like the river water.
I think this is going to be one of those magical experiences. And you said your experience was going vegan as part of this role?
Yes, it is. It is. If I'm going to play Tan, of course I would have... I've never met Supreme Master Ching Hai, but it's just part of the process. I might as well turn vegan. And my goodness, when I tried vegan food, it's so yummy. And they have so many alternatives as well. They're even better than the real thing. Like their cheesecake, I was in love with it. I was like, my gosh, this is better than, the actual cheesecake. So
Right. I consider the show a success already because you've gone vegan as a result.
I know, and I'm loving it, and I feel lighter, and I feel cleansed.
I'm doing it 27 years now, so...
I actually want to thank One World Vegan Restaurant for the food they provide us with. They're so yummy. Everyone in the cast are turning vegan because of this, because the food is so good.
Because the food is so great, and then you
so
realize
amazing.
You're not hurting anybody. Nobody gets hurt in the process, and
you're not
it's good
guilty.
for your health and the environment.
And also Loving Hut, they give us food, and they're so generous.
Right, Loving Hut, now there are over 200 worldwide, and people can go to lovinghut.us for locations near them, and One World is in West Covina.
You know what? It really is awesome that Joanna transitioned to being vegan, like me. Yeah. Next, Hollywood Today often ranks #1 in the entertainment section in Google News, where its headlines are read by more than 58 million readers. The Supreme Master Television Network celebrates its 5th anniversary with a star-studded Broadway-style original musical in a one-time performance and a concert by Don McLean and art exhibition. Now, this amazing musical, concert, and art exhibit is a must-see for everyone. In addition to the stars performing, many stars will be attending this event.
There's more. Coming from Pasadena Weekly, the definitive news, culture, and entertainment resource for living in the greater Pasadena area for nearly 30,000 readers. The attractive headline, Starry, Starry Night, Don McLean headlines celebrity-filled show bringing the real love to Supreme Master TV, starts off Carl Kozlowski's article for the weekly publication. He writes, "It's not often that old Hollywood stars team up for a new age entertainment event, but that unlikely combination will indeed come together Saturday for a one-time only spectacle at the Pasadena Civic Auditorium as the internet-streamed Supreme Master TV channel presents the star-studded musical The Real Love, preceded by a concert from perennial favorite singer-songwriter Don McLean."
I love Don McLean, right? That's a good time right there. The nonprofit enterprise focuses on constructive news and programs that foster peace and healthy green living, says Don Solomon, the media rep for Supreme Master TV. Since starting in 2006, it's around the world with 14 satellite platforms on 90 cable and IPTV networks. We also have over 40 subtitles for languages, which is super cool, says Solomon.
Wow.
The channel is inspired by Supreme Master Ching Hai, a woman who teaches the Kuan Yin method of meditation. It is not named directly after her, however, but on her primary principle that there is a divine spirit within all beings. Supreme Master Ching Hai is a prolific poet, and her writings provided the inspiration for the Real Love musical when two-time Oscar-winning composer Al Kasha felt that Supreme Master Ching Hai's life, story, and poems should be presented in a musical theater form.
4 other award-winning composers team up and create the play, songs, and score, including Oscar winner and 5-time Emmy winner Bill Conti, Emmy nominee and your friend.
Yes, Doug Katsaros.
That's right. Tony and Emmy winner Don Pippin, and Oscar and 2-time Grammy winner David Shire. Add in a 21-piece orchestra and 37-member cast featuring Tony winners Daisy Egan, Katie Huffman, Adam Pascal, Robert Torti, and Betty Buckley, plus Oscar winner Shirley Jones and Emmy nominees Grant Alexander and Ed Begley Jr. And it is clear that Supreme Master TV has made an impact on the Hollywood scene.
That was indeed nicely written. And going to the next media group. First printed in 1884, Pasadena Star News is the main daily newspaper for the Pasadena, California community. Staff writer Michelle Mills interviewed Tony Award winner Daisy Egan for her article, which was published in both Pasadena Star News and Pasadena Scene magazine.
Could you give me a brief synopsis of The Real Love?
Real Love, it's a true story about this woman who is still alive. So that's actually kind of interesting to be doing a sort of bio show about someone who's still alive. She was from Vietnam. She was working at the Red Cross, and she fell madly in love with a German doctor. And they married, and they were head over heels for each other. And then she sort of was having trouble feeling connected to God. She went to India to find living masters and to sort of find her faith. And that's where the story ends. Of course, her story goes on and on and on.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
So what is the overall goal or message that the play wants to impart to the audience?
I would say that the overall message is about the power of love and how restorative and powerful that love and faith can be. That Tan was so driven by her faith, even though it was a crisis of faith. I think part of what makes faith faith is that you go through periods where you are not sure and then, hopefully regain it. So I think that's what it's about, is really the power of love to change lives.
Now, you say you played her best friend?
Yeah.
Now, do you get to sing?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Very cool. Now, is there anything else you'd like to say to encourage people to come out and see the Real Love?
I think this is a really, really interesting and exciting project. The message of the show is so universal in just that You can have faith in anything and to just trust that the path that you're on is the path that you are supposed to be on, and to sort of let go and let God, I guess. It's not going to be preachy, you know, it's a love story that has a larger message. And the food afterward is going to be really good.
And there's an art show.
And there's an art show.
And it's got music.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got everything.
Yeah, the whole team is tremendous.
And we're lucky to have it coming here to Pasadena.
Ms. Mills titled her article, "A Star-Studded Cast Brings a Message of Love and Faith to the Stage." She writes, at 11, Daisy Egan beamed as she accepted the Tony Award for Best Performance by a Featured Actress in a Musical for her role in The Secret Garden. Now, Egan took a 3-year break from acting, and now at 31, she's back and ready to take the stage in The Real Love, a musical. The one-night show is a lavish, star-studded production with Katie Huffman, Adam Pascal, Robert Torti, Betty Buckley, Shirley Jones, and Faith Rivera, leading a 40-member cast. It features the poetry of Supreme Master Cheng Hai, set to music by Bill Conti, Al Kasha, Doug Katsaros, Don Pippin, and David Shire, performed by a 20-piece orchestra.
Gosh, it all sounds so exciting. Next, the Mother Love Show is a weekday program on the internet's popular LA Talk radio station, hosted by the multi-award-winning host and another friend of yours.
That's right,
Mother Love.
In studio with me is Tony Award winner Daisy Egan. Where is it going to be?
Pasadena Civic Auditorium.
Okay.
It's going to be a whole afternoon of like music and festivities and food and awesomeness. It's a fully produced and put together musical, and it's based on Supreme Master Cheng Hai, early part of her life. I looked up, you know, what they do. I knew that they were into vegetarianism and green living and peaceful living.
Cohabitation of all people.
Right, and that certainly appeals to me.
Who put this together? Did this Supreme Master TV do this?
It's like they had a vision and they were like, all right, we're just going to do it. And it's great because everybody's really committed and having fun.
So now this seems to be like it's going to be an all-day event because there's going to be an art exhibit.
Right.
Ed Begley is going to be the MC. Music is by Oscar winners Al Kasha, Bill Conti, Grammy winner David Shire, Emmy winner Don Pippin, Emmy nominee Doug Katsaros. I mean, some major hitters are in there.
The music, I have to say, is gorgeous. To hear the ensemble singing everything in full harmony, full out, gives you goosebumps. It's really beautiful.
So you're excited about being in this?
There's going to be some big, giant MC stars, and then the show, which is going to be awesome. And then a big banquet afterward, a big vegan banquet.
Vegan banquet?
Yeah. And they do a really good job with that food.
See, people don't realize how good vegan food can be.
That's great. And now, Yahoo News is one of the top-ranking global internet news sites, featuring articles from major news sources, and they had this right. I quote, "The musical features the heartfelt poetry of Supreme Master Cheng Hai, world-renowned spiritual leader, humanitarian, best-selling author, poet, and artist, set to music by a constellation of eminent composers. The profound lyrics soar as the melodies are accompanied by a seasoned 20-piece orchestra."
Wow.
State of the Arts is a weekly series on LA Talk Radio supporting the performing arts, hosted by acclaimed theater director Paul Stroioli and veteran Broadway entertainment producer Michael Sterling.
I will be doing The Real Love,
a new musical. And so this is a one-time event, huh?
It's a one-time event, but it's a fully produced, fully staged, fully costumed, setted, 21-piece orchestra.
Holy cow.
Event. And the cast is gigantic. I think there's like 40 people.
My gosh. And music is by Bill Conti?
Bill Conti and Don Pippin and a bunch of other people. And I have to tell you that to hear the cast singing in 4-part harmony, all these beautiful songs, and they're all poems that the woman who the show is based on wrote, Supreme Master Cheng Hai.
A renowned spiritual leader, humanitarian, poet, and artist.
Right, based on her time in Germany and India in the 70s. So it's beautiful. It's going to be a fun day.
It sounds like a lot of work just for one performance.
I know.
But you know, I always seek out those things that are the very, very short runs. It's the only opportunity you get to see them.
Yeah.
Because the energy is such that they're putting everything into it. It's like opening night and closing night on the same evening. TheRealLovemusic.com.
Well, that's something to see and unique in itself, as just described, and one time only. So you got to be there for that, right? Absolutely.
From BroadwayWorld.com, the world's largest and most comprehensive theater site, we saw headlines on the event such as Adam Pascal, Betty Buckley, etc. Set for Real Love concert August 27th. The Real Love debuts at Pasadena Civic, broadcast live, and 6 charities received donations at the world premiere of the Real Love musical.
Broadway World also commented on August 27th, a sold-out tribute world premiere of the musical, The Real Love, took place at the Pasadena Civic Auditorium in California, USA. For the creation of this musical, famous actors, singers, songwriters, and composers worked closely together to honor world-renowned peacemaker, humanitarian, poet, acclaimed artist, best-selling author, and spiritual teacher, Master Ching Hai.
Broadway World then quotes the fabulous composer David Shire as saying, "I think it's probably because of the largeness of the Supreme Master's soul that she has the kind of largeness of artistic temperament."
I agree.
In yet another article, Broadway World notes, in what may be the first time in musical theater history, the opening of The Real Love was also experienced by worldwide television viewers watching the live broadcast of Supreme Master Television.
And now this is also exciting. A segment by KCAL9 TV Channel 9, whose claim to fame is its Emmy award-winning news team serving millions of households in the greater Los Angeles area. Let's watch.
And Oscar-winning composer has given life now to a brand new musical.
These are rehearsal scenes from The Real Love. It features Tony Award-winning performers. Al Kasha helped write The Real Love. He won an Academy Award for his song The Morning After from the Poseidon Adventure. Al is here to tell us more about the musical and where you can experience it. First of all, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you both very much.
Academy Award winner.
Twice. And
Twice.
Poseidon Adventure and the Towering Inferno.
What a great song. You know, I worked with Maureen McGovern a few years ago, and she still talks about what a wonderful song that was.
Oh, thank you. Went to #1 around the world.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this show this weekend.
Let's talk about it.
We'll be at the Civic in Pasadena, and we're sold out. We want everyone to come anyway. And Ed Begley is going to be the host. And it was my idea to come up with a musical because it has the traditions of all great musicals. Supreme Master Ching Hai. And her life is that she was Vietnamese. She fell in love with a German, but she felt her calling was to speak to the world about love and peace in the one world. And all great musicals have that story.
Based on a true story, right?
It's based on her true story. So I said, okay, Al, if you want to write a musical, and we have other composers, Bill Conti, who wrote Rocky, and we have David Shire, who wrote Baby for Broadway. So we have a really good show, and we hope everyone comes.
Boy, that's quite a writing staff you've got there. Those are no small hitters there.
No, all of us are Oscar winners. And the other extra thing is Don McLean will be performing, who did Bye Bye Miss American Pie, and his other hits, Vincent, and his many other hits.
Starry Night.
So, Starry, Starry Night, right, exactly.
Song.
So
amazing.
I'm thrilled to be involved in this. Now, if you look at Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals, which just is a natural, Sound of Music, The King and I, and South Pacific are all the same musical. Oscar Hammerstein said 2 separate worlds come together. We have a nun in Sound of Music with this rich baron, a war going on, kids, no wife.
Right.
King and I, a king from Siam, and a woman who's a teacher from England. South Pacific, a French plantation owner, kids, no wife, and the girl from Nellie Forbush, who's from the Navy. So the 2 separate worlds come together. Our Lady, the Master Supreme, is from Vietnam. She falls madly in love with this German man, but feels her calling is to talk about peace and love in the world and being a vegan, eating correctly. And she's now on 50 platforms throughout the world. And I said, let me write a musical about it. And other fine composers like Bill Conti and David Shire.
Yeah, looking at the list, and you got Tony Award winners, you got Golden Globe winners, Oscar winners, the list goes on. It sounds like a wonderful thing. Thank you so much.
Everyone come.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. I'm very impressed.
So am I.
In admiration of Supreme Master Ching Hai's message of peace and life of service, 2-time Oscar-winning composer Al Kasha, who had set her poems to songs on previous occasions, proposed that the verses be taken further to create an entire musical.
With Supreme Master Ching Hai's permission, we would like to share with viewers excerpts of cordial letters exchanged between Mr. Kasha and Supreme Master Ching Hai, in case you may wish to know how the real love came into being.
On August 17th of this year, 2011, Mr. Kasha respectfully sent Supreme Master a letter of invitation to attend the musical.
Dear Supreme Master Ching Hai, it is an immense honor for me to wholeheartedly invite you to attend the premiere of the musical, The Real Love, on August 27, 2011. Based on your lovely poetry, I believe I, as well as the other composers, have put together an amazing musical production with top-tier talents from Broadway to share your unique story, which truly bespeaks of the love and sacrifice you have for humanity. It is a story of faith, which is so important to us all. As you are the inspiration for the musical, I hope you will be able to grace us with your presence. It will mean so much to me and all the performers who have dedicated their heart and talents in bringing this musical to life. I bid you safe travels and health in your selfless mission. With friendship and respect, Al Kasha.
In her letter of reply, Supreme Master Ching Hai had written,
Dearest Mr. Al Kasha, I was so touched knowing your support and love through the staff and your uplifting writing. I am in tears because I'll miss the chance to see you there. Please forgive me. Forgive life. I feel so much love from you, from afar, and so much from me to you. May God grant you more than you ever wish. I'm in love with your music. Thanks for the high honor. Embrace you with love, Ching Hai.
After the event, Mr. Kasha wrote another letter to Supreme Master Ching Hai to express his heartfelt thoughts. Following is an excerpt.
Dear Supreme Master Ching Hai, I am writing to tell you how proud I am of The Real Love, the magical musical telling the story of your life that was recently presented at the Pasadena Civic Center. When I first thought of the idea to create a musical of your life, I had no idea that it would come together so beautifully. I truly appreciate the opportunity to help make this grand event happen, and couldn't believe how professional and polished it was, especially with such a short amount of time to make this masterpiece the overwhelming success that it was. Supreme Master, you are a living example of following your calling, and your story offers the courage of commitment to millions of people around the world, enlightening the deepest parts of their souls. It gives people the hope and peace that they can turn to whenever they need in these troubled times. Your legacy is so important and needs to live on. As a Supreme Master, you are a great example and an inspiration for humankind. I believe that God has put us together for such a time as this, as I believe that your pledge to love in action will instill and encourage the populace, allowing your one life to change the lives of millions. With friendship, respect, and admiration, we embrace you with our love. Al Kasha.
This was accompanied by a letter to Supreme Master Ching Hai by his wife, Seal Kasha.
Dear Supreme Master Ching Hai, my name is Seal Kasha. I've been married for 43 years to my husband Al Kasha, who, through his genius of music and writing, has garnered every award in the entertainment field of movies, theater, television, and music. My husband Al has a mild case of Parkinson's disease, which causes tremors in his right hand. He has tried many methods to correct this tremor, and while some have been helpful, none have given him the relief that he's been looking for. While you were speaking on the screen at the 5th annual anniversary of Supreme Master Television at The Real Love the Musical, his right hand ceased shaking, which was truly a blessing and a miracle to us. Your words of spirit penetrated his heart into a grace of calmness, and it's because of your message he was moved into a heavenly healing through your real love. We pray for you in your ministry and feel that through the power of the Real Love musical and the hard work of those involved, many will be inspired to continue your work of love in action. I embrace you with my love and thankfulness for your work in awakening the world to new possibilities with friendship, respect, and admiration. Seal Kasha.
In response to Mr. and Mrs. Kasha's sincerity, Supreme Master Ching Hai wrote,
Dear Mr. Kasha, I truly appreciate your pure-hearted inspiration for bringing the Real Love musical into being. Without you, we would not have such a beautiful creation to enjoy. You made it so special, and I'm sure all the audience members watching in person and on television were moved as well, as on numerous previous occasions. You once again made beautiful melodies for my poems. The songs were so appropriately romantic, exuberant, and tender. Thank you so much for your dedicated, honoring spirit. Thank you for your real love. My love and best wishes in your work as a noble artist, Mr. Kasha. May God bless you and your cherished ones, especially your faithful, devoted, precious, beloved wife, Seal. Please thank her for the love-filled letter she wrote to me. With great honor, love, and blessings, Ching Hai.
That's so inspiring.
Indeed, and felt with such heartfelt love. And I loved Al Kasha's music in the show.
Yeah.
And I have to admit.
All the original songs by all the composers in the musical, they were absolutely beautiful.
With those profound lyrics and splendid melodies, they are true masterpieces. Now, Supreme Master Ching Hai also received a heartfelt letter from award-winning actress Miss Joanna Ample, who played the role of Tan in the musical. Following is an excerpt.
Dear Supreme Master Ching Hai, my name is Joanna Ampiel, and I have the honor of portraying Tan in the Real Love musical. I feel the urge to write to you because I am overflowing with a wonderful feeling which I'm afraid cannot be expressed in words alone, especially when I sing your poems. I'm so touched by them that I keep having to suppress the tears just to be able to get my voice out and sing those beautiful tunes. Playing the role is an absolute joy. I'm in the process of also getting to know myself and what I really want in life. What a life-changing experience this is turning out to be. I have never felt so at peace and so happy in a role before. I haven't met you yet, but I somehow feel your presence like an angel guiding my every move during rehearsals. For that, I thank you. This beautiful journey of getting to know Tan is the highlight of my career. I have been placed here for a more profound reason. I may not know it yet, but my heart feels it. Thank you for bringing peace and joy to so many and your endless love to humanity and the world. Whether or not I'll have the pleasure of meeting you, I just want you to know how grateful I am to be playing the most beautiful character ever and meeting a bunch of talented actors and creative team that I could only dream of working with. Thank God for the gift of you. With love and admiration, Joe.
When you spoke of the suffering in this world.
In her letter of reply, Supreme Master Ching Hai had written,
Loved Joe, the honor is mine. You're beautiful. Thank you for your love-filled letter. If you only knew how I'd love to attend and how sorry I can't. Your passion and dedication touches me so much. God bless you and all your sweet dreams. You'll be glorious in your performance. Embrace you with love and admiration, Ching Hai.
If the world doesn't hurt, then my heart doesn't hurt. That's what I'll do for my heart. That's what I'll do for my world.
I loved hearing Joanna sing.
Oh, definitely. It was neat to see her portrayal and then get to hear from the real heroine, Supreme Master Ching Hai, as well.
Well, after the delightful show, the media coverage just kept right on making a splash with even more enthusiasm. Let's have a look at some of them.
Now, for those that don't know, Playbill is a monthly U.S. magazine for theatergoers serving approximately 3 million readers. Andrew Gans writes about the broadcast, the world premiere of The Real Love, a new musical, which was presented August 27th at the Pasadena Civic Auditorium, will be broadcast on Supreme Master Television. Lyrics are based on the poetry of Supreme Master Ching Hai, renowned spiritual leader, humanitarian, poet, and artist.
TheaterMania.com is a leading U.S. source for theater information and tickets nationwide. Dan Bacalzo writes in the theater news section, Supreme Master Television will broadcast The Real Love in 12 parts. Beginning Monday, September 26, the songs of the musical were based on Supreme Master Ching Hai's poems and set to music by composers Bill Conti, Al Kasha, Doug Katsaros, Don Pittman, and David Shire.
The Philippine Star is a leading newspaper in the country, and its online presence, philstar.com, is a main portal for news and entertainment for the global Philippine community.
Obviously proud of the lead star, here's what they said. Joanna Ample portrays Supreme Master Ching Hai, a world-renowned spiritual leader, humanitarian, best-selling author, poet, and artist in the 12-part musical The Real Love by Supreme Master Television.
Next, Economic Daily News is the first and largest business newspaper in Formosa, or Taiwan, with a readership of 370,000 in Formosa, Southeast and Northeast Asia, the United States, and Europe.
The resonance from the event reached all the way to the shores of Formosa, where Tai Ying Ching writes,
真爱音乐剧于加州帕沙迪纳音乐厅盛大首演，好莱坞与百老汇重量级巨星齐聚一堂，演出博得现场3000多位观众起立喝彩。
Even in Australia, there were two newspapers that covered the real love musical Van Ne and the Sunrise Daily. Both distribute to Alasis or Vietnamese readers nationwide in 5 of Australia's 6 states in the major cities Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth, and Adelaide. Here's an excerpt from the Sunrise Daily newspaper by reporter Phúc Nhiên.
Tình thương, tình thương, tình thương. Đó là chủ đề vang vọng trong buổi kỷ niệm đệ ngũ chu niên truyền hình vô thượng sư vào ngày 27 tháng 8 năm 2011 tại California, Hoa Kỳ. Trong hơn 30 năm kể từ khi người Việt chúng ta định cư trên các quốc gia khắp thế giới, sự kiện này đã thật sự mang lại vinh dự cho cộng đồng hải ngoại và quê hương chúng ta ở tầm vóc quốc tế. Trong hơn 2 thập niên qua, Thanh Hải Vô Thượng Sư đã làm việc không ngừng nghỉ để chia sẻ pháp môn thiền định Quán Âm cho bao người trên thế giới. Ngài cũng trải rộng lòng quan tâm và công sức qua việc tặng trên 20 triệu Mỹ Kim cho các công tác cứu trợ thiên tai và đóng góp từ thiện toàn cầu. Các thi phẩm của Ngài đã là nguồn cảm hứng của những nhà soạn nhạc đáng kính của Hollywood và Việt Nam. Nhưng khi biết về câu chuyện của Thanh Hải Vô Thượng Sư sau khi xem nhạc kịch Chân, Tình, tôi lại càng cảm thấy nhỏ bé, đồng thời tự hào hơn bao giờ hết khi biết về lòng dũng cảm và sự hy sinh cho đại chúng mà người phụ nữ tuyệt diệu này đã trải qua. Với tư cách là một phóng viên, tất nhiên tôi hiếu kỳ và thắc mắc, làm sao những nhà soạn nhạc từng thắng giải Oscar, Tony và Grammy uy tín đi đến việc phổ thơ của Ngài? Điều gì đã gợi hứng thú cho các siêu sao điện ảnh và kịch nghệ ở đỉnh cao sự nghiệp có hứng thú tham gia? Có lẽ đó là nhờ những vần thơ thâm thúy của Thanh Hải Vô Thượng Sư. Cũng có thể bởi vì đó là một câu chuyện có 102 chưa từng được kể trước đây. Đến cuối buổi tối, tôi đã biết câu trả lời xác thực. Tình thương, vinh danh tình thương, như Thanh Hải Vô Thượng Sư nói trong bài diễn văn của Ngài. Tình thương mà Thanh Hải Vô Thượng Sư dành cho nhân loại và loài vật quả thật vô song. Trái tim vô điều kiện của Ngài thu hút những người có nhân duyên đặc biệt và có cùng bản chất yêu nghệ thuật, đến với lý tưởng phục vụ đầy ý nghĩa và câu chuyện thăng hoa của Ngài. Trở về Úc, tôi có một cảm giác tự hào đổi mới. Được là một người Việt Nam sống trong sân khấu thế giới này, biết về một người đồng hương được mọi sắc dân và tầng lớp xã hội kính cẩn, tán dương và yêu mến. Tôi cũng có thêm hy vọng cho tương lai của địa cầu chúng ta, khi biết rằng có những người như Thanh Hải Vô Thượng Sư hết lòng cống hiến để bảo tồn địa cầu. Và đối với điều đó, tất cả chúng tôi đều rất tri ân.
Next, Pasadena's Rose magazine is a quality lifestyle publication of the city's daily newspaper, Pasadena Star News.
Real Love for Peace. Supreme Master Television, an international nonprofit channel airing news and programs that foster peace and promote healthy green living, celebrated its 5th anniversary on August 27th with a 2-part show, The Real Love Musical and Don McLean in concert at the Pasadena Civic Auditorium.
And last but not least, CNN International, the leading global television network and one of the world's largest news organizations. This coverage appeared in CNN's iReport section.
And I like the way this report highlights some of the unique aspects of the event. It reads, a colorful crowd of international greeters welcomes the stars as they arrived on the red carpet, which included 2-time Oscar nominee Carol Connors, 5-time Emmy nominee Doris Roberts, Grammy nominee Frank Stallone, Oscar-nominated actor Michael Lerner, Grammy winner Florence LaRue, among many other luminaries.
Echoing the theme of the event, Ed Begley Jr., one of the MCs of the show, said,
"The real love for me is love of your fellow man and your fellow creatures, you know, to love all the many creatures in the animal kingdom, and I'm a vegan. That's part of expressing that love, is to eat in that way with compassion."
In addition to Mr. Begley, the show was hosted by a bevy of other veg celebrities, including multi-Emmy nominated actor Grant Alexander and acclaimed actresses Kristen Bauer, Elaine Hendricks, another friend of mine I have to admit, and Haley Marie Norman.
Invited as the guest of honor, Supreme Master Ching Hai spoke with the audience at the conclusion of the musical via live video conference.
I can never thank all of you enough for your incredible loving dedication and support to art and love. This is the real love, your love. Love is the most precious thing in this physical realm, so we must protect love.
Supreme Master Ching Hai then took the opportunity to express her love with a generous donation totaling $210,000 to 6 charitable organizations: Child Help, Earth Save, Environmental Media Association, Greenpeace, United Way of Greater Los Angeles, and United Way Worldwide.
Amazing.
In a guest performance to conclude the event, Don McLean performed some of his most famous hits, including American Pie and Castles in the Air. And before beginning Vincent or Starry, Starry Night, he said, Master Ching Hai loves this song, so I'm doing this for her.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, he's so talented. The musical The Real Love could portray only a small part of Supreme Master Ching Hai's incredible life and spiritual journey. It's one filled with adventure, tender moments, and astonishing miracles.
These comprise an epic series of events far richer and fascinating than could ever be depicted through one show. Luckily, on rare occasions during interviews and gatherings over the years, Supreme Master Ching Hai would recount stories about her past and her former husband, as well as her unforgettable time in India.
I clean all the iPods and clean the whole ward. All the patients I take care. Because my father asked me to do many times. My uncle, his hospital, his clinic, in emergency for many shoulders and all that, the wounded. And not enough staff, never enough. And I work in the hospital voluntarily. I was only 15.
Oh, how I miss the thatched house of old. Mother hair graying, gentle as the cool shade of coconut groves.
That's the way my husband, he caught me. Yeah. He asked me to go for coffee. I said, I don't drink coffee. I said, okay, we drink tea. At that time, I said, I don't drink tea. So he said, how about we go out and drink wine? I said, I'm not alcoholic. So he said, okay, then, okay, I take you out for dinner, okay? I said, I'm vegetarian. So at last he said, oh, then you invite me for vegetarian diet because I love vegetarian. At that time he wasn't vegetarian, but from then on, he is.
It would be an honor if you would be available for dinner tonight. Might you be available?
I think I would.
I should tell you it's my birthday.
Mine too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then we have to go someplace special.
I should tell you I'm vegetarian.
I heard from my husband afterward that so many other dentists, they all want to take me out. So he hurried quick. I knew because my husband told me afterward. Only after I married him. Before, no, he didn't tell me. They are very handsome and very good looking. I remember that. And very kind to the patients that I brought.
It isn't the lovely kingdom. It is someone here I could love. My heart wouldn't be here if she were not. Maybe it's the way that she smiles. Maybe it's the gentle tone from her lips or the warmth and sparkle of her eyes. I don't know what. And the most beautiful one on the planet, I see her everywhere. And that most beautiful face, that empty aura, I'm here. Does she know I am here so near?
然后他去工作的时候，有时候我就给他静下一下，去接他，买一朵玫瑰花而已，哎，就会在那边一行像病人一样，在那边他一出门就看到哇，高兴吓倒了。 Sometimes, for example, I do not put makeup on in the daytime, just put on at night when he comes home. And I wear just ordinary clothes in the daytime, but when he comes home, I wear nice, glamorous clothes.
When you come home, there will only be grass and flowers greeting your footsteps.
The garden sheds her evening dew, and the house bows weighed down with loneliness, murmuring farewell.
When I first left my husband to go to the Himalaya, it was painful too. But because I see the whole world has more pain than I do, that make my pain very small in comparison to the whole world suffering. So that I continue to walk my way.
I can no longer stay in darkness, surrendering to ignorance and misery.
I know you've been suffering in golden months, longing to be free. I love you as I love myself,
like my love for this great earth, its mountains and rivers.
I bow to you in awe of your deep love, but who knows when we will ever meet again.
Praised be the divine whose light guides my way and protects you in your lonely days.
So that is the purpose of my living my beloved, beautiful, adorable, kind-hearted, generous, intelligent, handsome husband.
One day I'll be enlightened, bring illumination to the world. I want to be together for eternity.
Though that will part to walk two separate paths, who will protect the one who stays behind? Who will protect the one who goes?
Not that I have magical power, but I can see through the walls and the roof. Thousands of holes in everywhere. I call them 5,000-star hotel. And it's pretty cheap, yeah? There was in one of the houses, the mud houses that I stay. Most of the time I climb up the roof and sleep. We don't have a staircase, huh? You have to kind of climb the wall with your finger and because the wall is mud anyhow. Often the scorpion come up to the roof like me, do yoga exercise and then meditate like big deal. In the morning when I wake up and say, "Ooh, what is that?" And he raised his head and say, "It's me." It's me, Scorpio. Before my ex-husband came, there was another friend who came. He brought there with the trend like survival into 24th centuries, you know, things like that. With the raw food, you know, sprouts and wheat germs. And he said, "Oh, I don't have anywhere to go." So I said to him, "You can use my room until you have next room. I don't sleep here, and daytime I'm gone, and nighttime I sleep in the roof."
Klaus, how can I make you understand what I mean when I say I absolutely adore you? And I'm going to keep sleeping on the roof. In any case, it will soon be time for me to be pressing on you.
My ex-husband went to India to find me. Meanwhile, he was miserable, and they tried to tell him that, you should not worry about your wife. You should worry about your soul, And at that time, he already knew that I was in Rishikesh. Yeah? So he said to them, my soul is in Rishikesh. And then the next morning, probably my ex-husband came. Okay? But I said to him, this is the last day of my 7 days retreat in the middle of the Ganges River. So would you please wait for me until the evening and I come back? But that day, I couldn't go by boat. There was so much wind and rain. The Ganges water became like an ocean. So I had to turn around and walk many miles upstream. It's about 7 o'clock or more when I reached my place. But my husband already gone. I found my friend. I recognized it was a movie camera that was belonged to me before I left him. And I said, what was that? He said, he gave me this movie's camera. Your husband asked me, where do I stay? I said, I stay here. In your room. And sleep in your bed.
Rolf? Here? When?
Oh, just now.
Well, where is he?
No, he left. I sent him away.
What?
Okay, he left. He was pretty angry.
But why?
Because we're living together?
That's ridiculous. Did you tell him the truth, that I sleep on the roof and you're here temporarily until you find your own hut? Which way did he go, Klaus?
That way. No, wait. That way.
I ran to the bus stop, find him, but then he's gone. He left and I come, just like those sad romantic movies. I went to the post office and tried to call him, but to call Delhi from there is like you contact the moon or Mars, It's just hello, and then whoop, cut. Finally, I got through the message. You misunderstood. Please come back immediately. And I waited and waited. I don't see any reply. A few days later, I left. I went to further higher region to go to visit those, like Gango Street. And then suddenly, there were two big hands behind me, cover my face like this. And I was struggling to get free. And there was a voice, very familiar. Happy birthday. And I turned around, there he was, my husband. We had the same birthday. Yeah. So I said, okay, happy birthday to you. And then we traveled together up there. I didn't have to explain anymore. Because he knows.
Do not forget our memory, for love is the one and only.
Who says the world is ephemeral? When we are together, it's eternal. Dream and life merge in unison when our souls are one.
When I was in the Himalaya in India, I don't have much money. I have to stretch my money very long. So I don't know how long I will stay there. Sometimes I just eat chapati and peanut butter. And chapati I made myself too. It's even cheaper than buying it. I lived through like that many, many months. Sometimes eat only raw food. If I go to high altitude, the air is too thin or I don't know. Can't cook. You can, but it takes half a day to boil a little 2 centimeters of water. It's okay.
Even in winter, you can pick some of the herbs, some of the wild plants in the Himalaya, and can eat them. As you know, I don't even have a tent. Can you imagine in the Himalaya, no tent? I can't afford to carry so many things. I could hardly carry myself. Where you go, the higher you go, the heavier it becomes. The same luggage became heavier.
Finally, I'll find what I've been searching for. Casting aside riches and comfort and oh, I'll search for God everywhere.
And I was walking all by myself with a stick and with a sleeping bag on the stick. That's all I had, with a pair of Punjab clothes in there. It's like a tunic with the trousers, that's it.
Where's the source of the Ganges? Straight ahead. The Temple at Benari. Straight ahead. The Himalayas peak. Straight ahead. Straight ahead, straight ahead. Is everything straight ahead?
I used to have some kind of plate, to cook chapati or to have rice on it. Later on, I throw it away too. I cannot bear it. Even very thin, aluminium-like, very thin and light. I cannot have it even. And the spoon, it was made of kind of, a stainless steel, and it was a little bit thick but small. But later then, I throw away also. And the knife, throw away everything. All day long, my feet were wet because my walking shoes are kind of sport shoes like you. And the snow melt inside. And it's always wet and cold. When I open it at the destination, it's swollen like that. And so cold, I could not even move. It's still there, but I cannot move the toes.
Your door is forever forbidden. Every time I approach, it shuts aloof and cold.
I wasn't equipped. I went all over places together with the bears and snakes and rattlesnakes, a scorpion and all this. And I have only 2 pairs of clothes, thinner than this. I run in the Himalaya. I don't catch cold ever. And the clothes are so wet, they don't dry. And I don't have money to buy even wood. I just stand around people who has fire, and hang my clothes with my hands. So a little heat would come, and the clothes would dry quicker, better than nothing. And meanwhile, you keep a little bit warm. They will walk all over 11,000 feet high, 20,000 feet high, sometimes above sea level, just to see the master. Maybe not easy to find. Many people will die on the road because of the landslide, snowstorm, and road damage. Sometimes the whole bus just wash down together with the sudden flush of water or sudden fall of snow, from the mountain. Nobody survived. I went one time with the bus, and the mountain was collapsing in front of us, and then covered our bus. It was very chaotic, About 60 people on the bus, and already the stone falling down. Where can you go now? In front is stone, on top is stone, behind is stone, and under here is a deep cliff, And if you run down there, you become sand, dust. Yes, you cannot even find your bone. Become dust. Truly, it's so deep, So where can you go now? Yeah, and everybody was panicking and tried to open the bus and run out. I say, if you run out, you die. Sit down and repeat your mantra. Pray to your master. Whoever it is. So everybody did that, and then suddenly the mountain landslide stopped. It's supposed to rushing down, and it just suddenly stopped. So everybody came and thanked me.
riverbank, listening to the sound of water and the birds.
The place where the Ganges River first originates is called Gango Tree. A lot of people go there to take a bath in summer, and then believe they clean their sin. Normally they come there and just splash some water on their face because the water is so cold. It just came from the eyes, just a little bit, like zero degree, and the water just flowing ice. I went there and did exactly the same. But then I thought, then only my face and my hand are cleansed of the sin. How about the rest of my body? That won't do. So I jump in. Oh my God. Trời đất ơi, lạnh quá. Lạnh muốn chết. I jump in, I have to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have to jump out. If you don't jump out after 5, you never jump out again. And you will float out, to the plane, like this. And become one of the many.也不是突然而已啦，就是想很久了。因为我从小的看人生也是蛮痛苦了，去寺庙，然后去教堂啊。不过心里还没有办法解开那个看世界痛苦那种同情心啊。不过也不知道怎么办了啊。然后有一个先生一直醉在旁边，一定要结婚了。他醉那么久又那么诚心 ，OK， 好的，结下去了。看电视啊，看四周围啊，到处都是很痛苦的，所以心里没有办法安顿下去。所以我也跟先生讲，他也知道了。还没有跟他结婚以前，我经常还要讲去出家啊，去多找名次啊。不过他说，哎呀，不用了嘛，你在家里有佛堂啊，他弄一个佛堂给我了，天天他有带花过来给我供养。听说了，那个时候刚好还碰到很多人，他说印度啊有某某名师啊，哪里有某某修行人啊，也许到那边找就比较好。那所以我才去的。
Search high and low for a little love. Search high and low for a little love to bestow on all beings in all corners of existence.
I would not divorce my husband if I was enlightened at that time. I tell you, he was the best man. He still is. Yes, after enlightenment, you will learn to appreciate your partner more.
Because we are in love, the earth is so ravishing. Because we are in love, the world becomes joyful, I believe. Only in love, yeah. Everything else on earth lacks meaning, even if this world is level to
was in the Himalaya, it is correct. But it was maybe my destiny that I should be there for a while. But you don't have the same destiny like me. So you can sit anywhere, at your home, at your office, on the train, on the bus, if you want to get in touch with your inner greatest power, which we call the kingdom of God within, or the Buddha nature inside each sentient being. Since the ancient time, many sages, saints, enlightened Buddhas, Christ have graced our earth and have taught us the same message, that we look within for all the answers and happiness that we ever imagine or crave to have. And if we reach that oneness, that greatness within us, then nothing we cannot do. We will have all kind of miraculous power. We will be able to solve all kind of situations in life. We will be loving with each other without anyone having to teach us to do so. And we will have peace within our hearts. And then the peace will radiate outside and help more to make peace on earth.
But suddenly, she looked down, saw those leaves were still probably in darkness. For they were searching for happiness without, just like her before. Bearing over millions of ages, her tears were then rolling down. One drop, 2 drops, and many more. Each drop became a shining jewel.
And soon the firmament was studded with glittering tears,
Which are the stars today? They are to shine in the day and to rest us in the night, to go to sleep. For all these seekers, the stars are there to light the way. Eternal happiness, eternal peace, eternal
There are many more stories about Supreme Master Ching Hai's spiritual journey, but due to the limited time in the program, we cannot share them all.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's predestined journey to assist humanity is like a legend of our times that has moved many people, including American actress Ms. Shirley Jones, who performed in the Real Love title song and appeared as Tan's adoring mother-in-law.
Well, I think she's an incredible, incredible human being. I mean, what she's done, she truly gave up the love of her life for the love of other people and other animals. And I just think she's got to be a saint, really, you know, has to be.
Oscar winner and 3-time Emmy nominee Miss Shirley Jones became America's Cinderella sweetheart, starring in Rodgers and Hammerstein's musicals such as Oklahoma and Carousel, as well as The Music Man. Forever cherished as the mother in the award-winning TV series The Partridge Family, she continues to be a prolific actress on stage and in film and also television.
Next, Ms. Jones presents a brief introduction to Supreme Master Ching Hai and a glimpse of what she has achieved in the decades since her enlightenment, including a brief look at the global television channel now celebrating its 5th anniversary, which was inspired by her.
I'm not sure many of you know, but if I hadn't been discovered by the musical legends Rodgers and Hammerstein, I would have studied to become a veterinarian, being the big animal lover that I am. Since I was young, I've rescued and raised dogs, rabbits, cats, mice, birds, you name it. Growing up as an only child, these beautiful animals were my brothers and sisters. So I was very excited to find out about Supreme Master Television because they do so much to call attention to the proper treatment of our animal co-inhabitants through their shows. They air only what's uplifting and constructive, and that includes good news, music, and dance from across the cultures, useful information on keeping our health and a clean environment, inspirational stories about people, and of course, wonderful features on animal heroes and their sentient nature. Based in Los Angeles, this channel has been a global phenomenon ever since it started, broadcasting 24/7, free of charge, to every country on the map through a total of 14 satellite platforms, plus the internet and cable. To date, it has aired shows in over 60 languages with subtitles in 40 languages. Supreme Master Television truly brings the world together. And this brilliant concept for a television that promotes only peace and loving kindness was all inspired and guided by Supreme Master Ching Hai. A world-renowned spiritual teacher, Supreme Master Ching Hai is also admired as a humanitarian, best-selling author, poet, and artists. The title Supreme Master refers to the divine within you and me and all beings. Supreme Master Ching Hai has helped thousands of people from all walks of life to reconnect with their own divine great self through a meditation method she obtained in the Himalayas. Supreme Master Ching Hai believes that the way to world peace is love in action. And this she teaches by example. For decades, she has dedicated herself to helping the less fortunate, such as refugees, orphans, and disaster victims. The international association that sprang from her example was one of the first to arrive at Ground Zero after 9/11, as well as in flood-affected Pakistan and Japan after the earthquake and tsunami. Supreme Master Ching Hai is at the forefront of saving the planet from climate change. She has contributed tens of millions of dollars to support the noble causes of others, such as Habitat for Humanity, Hollywood actor Sean Penn and his work in post-quake Haiti, the World Wildlife Fund, and the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, to name a few. For her works, Supreme Master Ching Hai has received many honors, including the 2006 Gusi Peace Prize, 2008 U.S. Presidential Active Lifestyle Award, the 2010 U.S. President's Volunteer Service Award, honorary citizenships, and keys to cities. All her selfless endeavors are funded by her own income from her prolific artworks. In her creations, you'll see Supreme Master Ching Hai's caring vision for the earth, which could be summed in the phrase she made, World Vegan, World Peace. I was so happy to know that she rescued and adopted dozens of dogs and birds as her family members. The musical came into being from the inspiration of two-time Academy Award-winning composer Al Kasha. After reading the poems of Supreme Master Ching Hai, which were mostly written in her youth and published years ago, Mr. Kasha felt that her poignant verses and her life story should be told through the theatrical art form. He was then joined by 4 other extremely distinguished composers, Oscar and 5-time Emmy winner Bill Conti, Emmy nominee Doug Katsouris, Tony and Emmy winner Don Pippin, and Oscar and 2-time Grammy winner David Shire. And they have set the poetry into amazing songs. Through their original music, we were the first to watch Supreme Master Ching Hai's heartrending story and remarkable journey come to life in the world premiere of The Real Love.
We are deeply grateful to Supreme Master Ching Hai for her uplifting presence at this event.
And for her gracious permission and generosity in allowing her inspirational personal story of love and sacrifice to be shared with the world.
Supreme Master Television also conveys its appreciation to the Hollywood and Broadway stars, eminent artists, and dedicated creative and technical team members for helping to create this truly meaningful experience. To be thanked as well are the managers, agents, media, and all involved who have contributed their kind assistance and encouragement.
And as we wrap up today's presentation, we want to end with a nice motto from the Real Love musical we should all keep in mind, and that's believe only in love.
And remember to be veg, go green to save the planet.
It was a pleasure to have you join us today.
May your happy hearts bring you good luck and evermore peace.
Because we are in love, the earth is so ravishing. Because we are in love, the world becomes joyful. I believe only in love. I believe only in love. Everything else on earth lacks meaning, even if this world is leveled to the ground. I believe only in love. I believe only in love. Love will last forever in the infinite universe. Just to love each other, loving is enough. Then our souls will flourish assured. Our hearts will not shiver despite the raging storm. I believe only in love. When in love, no one minds external scenes. Everywhere is heaven. Everywhere is heaven. Everywhere is heaven. I believe only in love. I believe only in love.
sound of water and the birds. I love to sit on the riverbank, looking at the flowing water and hear the songs within. You make my life flowing like the river water. Then tomorrow we'll reach the seashore. I love to sit on the riverbank, remembering the tears in your eyes when you spoke of the suffering in this world. You make my life flowing like the river water. Then tomorrow we'll reach the seashore. I love to sit on the riverbank, remembering the tears in your eyes when you spoke of the suffering in this world.
There's a full string section, reeds and horns, timpanis,
Come, let us begin our journey.
My friends, in this place you will find stability to reinvent your lives. Please remember, we will always have the memory of our beautiful home to revisit in our hearts. My sweet sister, do you ever dream about neighboring blossoms by the terrace in Pasadena?
Gentlemen, whether when they do that, like when the ladies turn in. Okay. Good. Oh, no, that's great. Great. Teach him that right there. That's fabulous. So let's do it again, and then you're 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and turn. I think that's really nice.
I'm a man of science. A realist. And you're a woman of what? Faith?
Yes, faith. why can't you just let the head and the heart combine into one?
Mine, how sweet your smile, only for me. Oh, how happy.
Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, go.
Yes, dear, very sweet. Top to bottom. What did I do? I'm not doing anything. What's wrong with you?
Well, nothing's wrong. It's just Tom and Rose. So beautiful. They make me feel so happy.
Oh, cake! Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dr. and Mrs. Ralph Reinhardt.
Zanzibar, an island nation founded 12 million years ago by a family of great blue whales. They love to spend their summers frolicking in the cool mountain waterfalls. Girls don't frolic?
Let's not frolic in waterfalls.
You're just too smart for me.
Hello, darling.
Hi.
Hello, babe.
Doctor.
Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better today, sweetheart. Would you excuse Tom and me for one moment?
So I just took his little melody from the first line and made an intro and an end. And she sings, I miss you this morning. Yes.
This morning, when I woke up in your arms, the last night of the weekend. What fun! I can no longer stay in darkness, surrendering to ignorance and misery.
I know you've been suffering in ignorance, longing to be free. I love you as I love myself.
India, and things start to get really colorful. And this is the marketplace. And it's all just a brighter color. And this is a whole new world.
Cows, 10 bulls, 10 bulls, here come more cows, here come more cows. Vicious, buses, bikes, and cabs, and crowds and crowds.
Go. Tumble, 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 tumble.
So it is enlightenment you seek.
Yes, with every fiber of my soul.
You want to learn to walk on water and fly in the air.
No, I'm not looking for mystical powers. I want to help people, and I need enlightenment to know how best to do that.
We welcome you.
One more time. A 5, 6, ready, go.
Every time I approach, shut so good the curtains are drawn. I know you are in the just can't open the door. Maybe one day I'll bring along a big hammer. I'm tired, heartbroken, have no more patience. After all, I'm only a frail mortal, you know it. I quit. P.S. Till tomorrow.
John!
Who's calling me?
Up here. I'm in the tree. It's Klaus. Klaus Berghoff.
Klaus!
I can't believe it. This is the craziest miracle ever, running into you in India. A huge country, hundreds of thousands of square miles, hundreds of millions of people. What are the odds?
Well, what are the odds?
Klaus, shush! What are the odds? I mean, I've escaped from a bunch of dangerous conmen.
She can't possibly have gone much further than this.
You go ahead.
You have binoculars too?
I don't need that.
Okay.
This is such a beautiful song that it should just end. Da 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 dee 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 dee, and we see her face missing. Rock. Da da da.
Hear the songs within.
met, I helped her, saved her actually, from a particularly dangerous situation, and she was very grateful.
But the man who just got on, I saw him get on. I need to talk to him.
Too late. On the way to the airport. On time.
I missed him.
Forget us not, for us is all that we have got. What else is there for one to hold to fill the emptiness in our soul?
Sweet your smile, only for me. Oh, how happy.
No one to see, no one to know.
every star you had either won the Oscar, the Tony, or the Grammy, or the Emmy. So all of you got the first class, and it was miraculous that you did this show as quickly as you did. Somehow God's grace made it work, you know, and I know I gave you the idea, but you made me a big believer that it can be done in 3 months and come out as beautifully as it did. God did it. And with her poetry, which is so honest, people around the world must see this show, really must see this show. It has the strength of many great shows. When Supreme Master Ching Hai was on, I have a Parkinson's disease, and I was so taken by her beauty and so taken by her words that my wife and our girlfriend Nellie said, Al's hand is not shaking. She touched my heart so deeply, and she got me so relaxed and so in love with her. She is so precious, and her poetry is wonderful. She's a wonderful artist. Look at all the gifts God has given her. Wonderful painter, wonderful poetess, wonderful speaker, wonderful heart.
Honor, if you'd be available for dinner tonight. Might you be available?
I think I would.
I should tell you it's my birthday.
Mine too.
It's a coincidence that Supreme Master and her husband had shared the same birthday, that he came to find her in India, and there was every obstacle for them finding each other, and she's gone off for a retreat, and he missed her by 2 days, and she went off, and then he went off on the last bus. It's out of a love story, it's out of fiction, but the fiction is real, and it's an absolutely fascinating story. The material shapes the libretto, but it's also having how many poems to choose from? There must be 1,000. So this is terrific. There's a great diversity in her poems. They're contemplative, they're humorous, they're describing the world's situation. Sometimes when I was reading Supreme Master's poems, they just came out with a musicality, but it was just going along like, this is a character singing. Supreme Master's poems just sing. It's much deeper than a lot of lyrics go.
God, do you have ears at all? You must, in order to hear my desperate call. I think I'll buy a pair of human ears for you tomorrow.
The lyrics are amazing. The melodies are just hauntingly beautiful. And I think they all capture what they need to capture. It's like Adam's song, you know, that short little snippet with the nurses, you know, they just meet for the first time, and it's like, you know, of course you'd be dancing up and down. It's amazing. It's amazing to dedicate your life to the betterment of everything. We all have people in our lives that are selfless and helpers and this, but I've never met anybody like this. I've never, you know, and I probably won't ever again. Everybody does what they can, and it's just that it seems to me with what I know is that she can and she does. Just for the sole purpose of this is what needs to be done. So it's amazing to me that she does what she does for so many people. I don't think there's accidents in the world when it comes to meetings. Your personal universe or space or whatever is always calling out, and then the universe gives back. So I would just say that I feel very blessed because I think that's the only reason I got here. And I hope I can do it justice, do her words and her life justice.
Then she sat down and was about to enjoy her newfound bliss.
But suddenly she looked down, saw those weeds were still groveling in darkness.
Her poetry is a great message to everyone.
It made me want to read her poetry now.
I like the doctor that was in love with her but could never get her. I felt for him because, he did love her and he felt her strength and everything. But she was true to her husband and she loved him with all her heart.
Well, the lead she was quite good. I really liked the friend though, the other nurse. She did a terrific job. She's quite talented. It was a great event.
Supreme Master Ching Hai.
And especially after she spoke, too. It just seemed like a wonderful lady, really kind-hearted lady.
It was overwhelming to see all these people and to see what she's done and the charities that she donated to and her message about being a vegan. That's the right thing to do. And I've been crying. It was a wonderful show and she was amazing.
The setting was fantastic. The message was unbelievable. I have often wanted to be on Broadway, and they brought it right home in such a powerful, great way. I noticed the opening scene of Act 2. My hands were just vibrating at the passion that was being shown. Unbelievable. I want to see it again and again and again.
What did you think about the fact that the musical was based on Supreme Master Ching Hai's true life story?
That is a dream come true for all of us, to be able to connect with our universal peace and bring together the essence of our humanity and love. And that's her story. And hopefully, as the world hears this story, we'll realize how connected we all are. It's perfect. Perfect. I loved how her sense of humor talked about what time it was for her and how wonderful it was for her to have been meditating for as long as she was and then right into a Hollywood setting. She was gorgeous. She was absolutely stunning and a beautiful soul.
Technology-wise, I thought it was amazing that they just seamlessly had her pop up. That was amazing. She's such a humble lady and just really has an amazing heart. All of the humanitarian work she's doing, it was amazing to see on stage, like even just all the gifts that were given out tonight to all these different organizations, and I definitely applaud her for being so courageous.
I love the speech that she made about animals and the world at large. Animals have been the love of my life for all my life. I just feel that they're as important, if not more important, than we are in the realm of things, and they're very important to me.
On the red carpet now, TV legend Dick Van Patten.
I just respect her so much for her old thoughts and the wonderful things she does for animals. I mean, she's giving of herself, and that's so nice to see. It's so generous, and I appreciate her very much.
I came here to see the musical, Real Love. I saw a billboard for it. I got it in the mail. So by the time today rolled around, I was really excited because I had seen so much for it.
The more love we can put out in the world, the better we all are, don't you think? So I'm thrilled to be here to support love for animals, love for people, love for each other, and for the world.
I did not know the story, and what a path that she has taken to where she is today. Quite amazing, quite amazing. And I think to put 5 composers who all compose, I'm a composer myself, and to collaborate on a piece like this is amazing. It's an amazing story to someone to fall in love like she did, and then to have to leave that to follow a greater path. What a lesson. There were a number of times when I teared in the show, which means it really affected me.
I really didn't know much about Supreme Master Ching Hai, and it was unbelievable. When I was listening to her, it brought tears to my eyes because she was so heartfelt and emotional. I think people around the world will listen to her story and feel the love, because that's what she's all about. I'm a casting director, and those voices, she was spectacular. They all were. And the last song of the first part, it just touched me. I thought it was beautiful. I thought they were all beautiful.
I know you've been suffering in golden bonds, longing to be free. I
It's a unique experience because I've written a lot of musicals, but normally you sit in a room with your collaborators, the book writer, the lyricist, and this, we all were working separately. The only common denominator was the script and the Supreme Master's wonderful work. And it was a wonderful experience to come and see a musical that it just was suddenly there. And it was quite amazing.
I think it's wonderful that she's devoted so much of her life and has done so many wonderful things. She's a wonderful person. I've always felt that way about animals, how awful it is that they kill them and the way they do it and all, and it's cruel.
It's the real love. Go vegan. Compassion for all animals. The oceans have vegan sushi. The whole presentation really showed the love that Supreme Master Ching Hai brings to the world and the compassion. This is like seeing West Side Story, some incredible Broadway show. She actually had to sacrifice the love in her personal life to move on to, really spreading love worldwide now. Her heart was so strong for the refugees and the individuals, the children in need of aid. And that, again, is shown by all the rescue efforts around the world, disaster relief, opening up loving hut restaurants around the world, which is another way of saving the world, And we can't deprive people of the information that would save their lives, that saves their children's lives. I mean, meat and dairy cause poverty, world hunger, all of the problems of the world. So it's great to have somebody who's so dedicated, and I really appreciate that. Supreme Master Ching Hai, I love you dearly for all the good that you're doing in the world.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, thank you for today. Thank you for your messages of love and for following your path and leading us towards wanting to save the planet, being kind to animals. And we need to, as a human race, save this planet. And cruelty to animals, that's got to stop also. This is another place where she reigns supreme in giving that message. This is more than a buffet. This is quite a feast. The food was amazingly delicious. And all of the foods are so tasty, quite wonderful.
One World and Loving Hut did the catering tonight. The food is always right on. So that's another way of getting the message out there, because we're showing the food can be delicious and you can have all your same favorite foods. It's really easy to switch them and make them vegan. So you have no excuse.
We had a great time. It was beautiful, beautiful songs. It was just a warm family love.
Oliviana made us hold hands during the majority of her message. It was good.
Well, I liked it all. It was all really fun. Well, I liked the Miss American Pie song. I liked that one a lot. Well, it was all really fun. The food was really good.
So it was great, especially the messages and the talks after. Like, really opened, the view about the vegan matter.
Didn't know that we were going to have a video kind of dialogue with her, and I thought it was very, very important because it's so enriching to hear the source of the inspiration for what the production's supposed to be communicating with the audience, and I really loved her messages. I thought it was a beautiful way to end it. I'm so inspired by someone so selfless. I just felt as if a part of me would want to be someone so giving, who would give everything away to just pursue enlightenment in order to try to battle suffering, step by step. So I thank her for sending the message to everybody here.
These artists, they are doing wonderful things for our world as they do for our innermost heart. So I want to applaud you, each of you, one by one, for the wholehearted effort and the love you have put into this gift. You have shared with us, the world, in the form of this musical.
Oh, I thought it was very uplifting and just very kind, and to be recognized by her, it was very moving. So we were all watching downstairs in our dressing rooms, and it touched us all. I just want to say thank you so much for all that you do, and you are such an inspiration, and you're such a good woman, and it was such a pleasure to be a part of this project that is a part of your life. It meant a lot.
It's a wonderful story for a musical, actually. It's like none other that I've ever seen. And that's what you want for a show, something that's surprising. So I'm looking forward to the next one. Hi, I'm David Shire, and I want to congratulate the Supreme Master for another wonderful anniversary celebration for a wonderful television station, Supreme Master Television.
The station's really cool, and it's amazing how many different languages it's in. So many people seeing this. Congratulations on all the success, because it's obviously, you guys have had tremendous success. Mwah, mwah.
This was a group and a philosophy that was about love and peace, and the extension of those concepts to the animal kingdom and beyond. It's much more international than a lot of the animal groups that I'm more familiar with. She's reaching a lot of people with the message, so that's just wonderful. I'm really pleased to be here. In addition to being a lifelong fan of Don McLean, I've always thought that he was such a deeply spiritual person.
The art was beautiful, the poems were beautiful, the stars were very entertaining. We loved Don McLean, and I didn't know anything about Supreme Master Ching Hai. So that was a complete and utter surprise. I felt so compassionate about her having to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning to greet us and to stay up all night and clap and be cheerful and to give such an inspiring message. Thank you for this wonderful day, this wonderful performance, this wonderful exhibit.
Each piece has very specific meanings, and they're just gorgeous. The meanings and the jewelry itself. Exquisitely designed. They are exquisite. And this line too is gorgeous. Really. Has quite a dreamlike imagination. And I want some of those clothes. Those dresses, they're just gorgeous.
The message was very positive, very peaceful, and I think most of the product will need more show like that to give the people hope and right thinking and right doing. I wish we see more of her fantastic poem in the future. I think she is a wonderful artist, she is a wonderful human, and I wish we have more of her in the world.
It was a great story. At the end, maybe we'll cross paths again, maybe not, but each person is on their own unique journey.
The time we spent together, I will always treasure.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, thank you for the inspiration.
Forget us not, for us is all that we have got.
I was really very fortunate to see DVDs of Supreme Master dealing with an audience, and she's an extremely funny woman. She has a wit like that, and she's fast. And I got that out of the poetry, I got it out of the person, and I sure wanted to get that into a musical. She was talking about jumping into the source of the Ganges. And normally, the pilgrims who were there would just splash their hands and face and feet to wash away their sins. And she said, well, I think it'd be a good idea if I jump in. And she said, well, I jumped in and I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I jumped out because if you count to 6, you're not going to be there anymore. It's a very funny line.
If you don't jump out after 5, you never jump out again. And you will float out, you know? To the plane, like this. And become one of the many.
I wrote about an optimistic person, but when you write about someone who is so in touch and so spiritual, I would be very humbled. Even though she is one of the funniest people, real people, I've ever seen or read, I still would be humbled. If I could ask any questions, how could you leave someone who was so attractive? How did you find this serenity? She talked about the monk who lived for 450 years. I would like to ask her if she sees herself going on for 450 years, because I think she will.
I felt that today was a very magical day and very pure and very beautiful. I had really a marvelous experience on the way, and there was a very special cloud that was extremely expressive in the sky, and I just felt like it was already calling me to the performance. It was magnificent to tie it all together. The message of love and the message of veganism, and also I sense her very, very deep love and the amount of meditation she always does for us, and it tied all together with a starry night, with the songs that were sung, and with the musical. It was all one. There were quite a few songs at the moment that really touched me, but one of the most beautiful poems is Since We Knew Each Other. I was very, very touched with this one. And also, If There Wasn't You in Life, are amazing poems. And what's beautiful about them, you can think of them as written to a lover, but I know she's writing to the supreme lover, and it's just very special. And the ultimate sacrifice that she made is unbelievable to me. Namaste, Supreme Master Ching Hai. You are a jewel and you are a blessing in the universe. Thank you for everything today.
The art, the jewelry, the passion that went into making this. I'm sure you can check it out online, but there's nothing like firsthand to report this breathtaking.
I think everything that I see at the Supreme Master Ching Hai is doing is just for peace and love. Anywhere you can find it, you spread it to all living things. Hi, I'm Grant Alexander, World Vegan, World Peace. I'd like to wish Supreme Master Ching Hai and Supreme Master Television a happy 5th anniversary.
I'm so glad to be a part of it too. A very, very happy 5th anniversary to this station. I really respect you all very much.
Hi, this is Robert Torti for Supreme Master TV. Be veg, go green, to save the planet.
Hi, I'm Dee Wallace, and I wish Supreme Master Television a very happy 5th anniversary. Be veg, go green, to save the planet.
I would just like to say thank you, Supreme Master, very, very much for all you have done for humanity and are still doing for humanity. And thank you very much for this beautiful, beautiful musical that came from your poetry and your love of humanity. We thank you, all of us. We thank you. Happy 5th anniversary to the Supreme Master and Supreme Master Television. It's a wonderful place.
I'm going to do that. I have to know. Absolutely. Okay, we have to learn how to do this. But I don't know. Look at the prison. It's very nice. Very lovely. Thank you.
anniversary.
All of us are watching the world's best television network.
I'm Morgan Freeman, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Supreme Master Television. I like the sound of that.
Supreme Master Television is a global channel about living healthy, going green for the planet, and bridging cultures. It's about finding harmony with fellow humans and animals and the environment.
This is Paula Abdul, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
I'm James Blunt, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, Supreme Master Television. Dennis Hopper.
We're very excited and thrilled to always be a part of Supreme Master Television.
I'm Glenn Pearson, Member of Parliament for London North Centre here in London, Ontario. I wanted to start off by congratulating Supreme Master TV.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Supreme Master Television.
Happy anniversary, okay?
Wishing a very, very happy birthday to Supreme Master Television.
Happy anniversary, Supreme Master Television.
Un excellent anniversaire à Supreme Master Television et j'espère que vous avez encore devant vous quelques décennies de travail fructueux.
Para SMTV, mi cariño, mi afecto, mi felicitación.
On behalf of the Green Party, I'm really pleased to wish Supreme Master Television a very happy birthday.
I congratulate Supreme Master Television for bringing news and the word of peace and love to all the world, especially from the city of love and peace, McLean.
This is Roger Allers. I'm the director of The Lion King, and I just want to wish Supreme Master Television a very happy anniversary.
Hi, I'm Melissa Etheridge, and I really want to congratulate Supreme Master Television on their anniversary. Well done.
I wish Supreme Master Television all the best, and I hope on your anniversary you will see that your coverage has expanded, that more and more people watch your channel and are influenced by it, and I hope you can carry many more good messages for the human race.
It's very noble. It's really incredible because it has the sense of things really being connected together. The environment, the food we eat, all these issues are really connected. So I think Supreme Master Television is doing just one of the great jobs in the world.
Supreme Master TV, thank you for being a source of knowledge for those who want to go green, for those who are being vegetarians, even vegans, and thank you for the Supreme Master.
I'm also delighted that I'm able to deliver a message of greeting from the European Parliament to Supreme Master Ching Hai, whose work is well understood around the world.
Agradecerle su liderazgo, agradecerle su optimismo, agradecerle ese don de gente que tiene que la hace tan única y tan especial.
Hello, this is Ingrid Newkirk, President of People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. My best wishes to Supreme Master Ching Hai. I thank you so much for starting Supreme Master Television and for all the good words and deeds and the leadership you have shown to make this a kinder world.
Hi, my name is Carl Reiner. If you're watching this, you're watching Supreme Master Television, and you're right to do it.
Hi, I'm Maggie Q.
This is Matthew Perry.
Hi, I'm Emily Deschanel from Bones.
I'm Philippe Cousteau, CEO of Earth Echo International.
Hey, I'm Deborah Gibson.
Hello, this is Jeff Goldblum.
My name is Buzz Aldrin.
Hi, I'm Heather Mills on Supreme Master Television. Thanks for all your great efforts.
Hey, what's up? I'm Tony Gonzalez from the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm Bob Barker, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
I'm Lisa Ling, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Hello, I'm Richard Branson. You're watching Supreme Master Television.
I'm Lindsay Wagner, and you're watching Supreme Master Television, and lucky to be doing so.
Hi, my name is Yvonne Chaka Chaka, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Pamela Anderson, you're watching Supreme Master Television.
All my friends and my crew were very impressed with what you're doing.
The channel has gone from strength to strength in its pure-hearted mission of offering the world informative and uplifting programming.
You're watching Supreme Master Television, and it's time to think about the environment.
Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Yo soy Bernarda Jorge, viceministro de Cultura de la República Dominicana. Sé vegetariano, sé ecológico, salva el planeta.
Xin quý vị ăn chay, sống xanh, cứu địa cầu.
吃素环保救地球。
Bonjour, je suis Georges Larac des Canadiens de Montréal. Soyez végé et devenez écolo et sauvez la planète.
Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Ole vege, ole vihreä ja suojaa maapalloa.
Be veg, go green to save our planet.
Hai, saya Intelidiana. Jadilah vegan, pelihara alam dan selamatkan planet kita.
Hi, this is Al Jardine. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Save the planet.
Hello, we are 4-girl rock band Nia from Korea.
Be veg, go green to save the planet.
每一個人做少少嘢，世界就會產生呢個奇蹟。
Hola, les habla Laura Chinchilla desde San José, Costa Rica. Todos tenemos que emprender acciones a efecto de detener el calentamiento global. Todos somos responsables del destino de nuestra querida Madre Tierra.
I think it's important that we all recognize that we need to reduce our consumption of meat and other ways in which we're using up the resources of the planet.
Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Each of us can choose to be the hand that will heal the body. Each of us can restore the planet, bless it, and bless all of us, starting today, by simply being organic vegan.
Constructive programming for a peaceful world.
Supreme Master Television, you do an amazing job. You are changing hearts and minds around the world.
Congratulations for your giving and caring spirit and for making a difference in the lives of others. And another one of my philosophies of life, and that is do something good for someone every day. And Supreme Master Television has done that.
Thank you for watching Supreme Master Television.